saw my face, and froze. I didn't raise my voice. I slid the folder toward her. "Tell me what this is," I said. She didn't open it at first. Her hands trembled just slightly. When she did, the color drained from her face in stages. Shock, recognition, collapse. She tried to speak. I raised a finger. "Don't." Silence stretched between us, thick, heavy. Finally, she whispered my name. I felt nothing. That scared her more than anger would have. She cried, apologized, explained, rationalized, blamed loneliness, claimed confusion. I listened like an auditor. When she finished, I asked one question, the only one that mattered. "Did you plan to stop?" She didn't answer. That was the answer. I stood, collected the folder, put it back exactly where it had been. "This conversation is over," I said. She reached for me. I stepped back. The look on her face wasn't regret, it was fear. Revenge doesn't require spectacle, it requires timing. Over the next weeks, I untangled our lives with surgical precision. Accounts separated, assets secured, lawyers notified, quietly. I said nothing to her about it. I let her believe reconciliation was possible, let her attempt affection, let her hope. Hope is a powerful anesthetic. On the day the papers were served, I was already gone. No note, no goodbye, just absence. She called, texted, begged, accused. I didn't respond. The man she chose didn't stay. Affairs rarely survive daylight. Without secrecy, they rot. She lost him. Then she lost me. The final blow came months later when she realized, through mutual friends, through whispers, that I hadn't fallen apart. I had rebuilt. Somewhere quieter, cleaner, untouched by her choices. The truth crushed her not because of what she did, but because of what she lost. Control. People think closure is forgiveness. It's not. It's clarity. I don't hate her. Hate requires energy. I don't miss her. Missing implies absence. She's simply irrelevant. Trust once broken doesn't ask to be repaired. It leaves. I trusted my wife completely until I didn't. And when that trust died, something stronger took its place: self-respect. I walk forward now without looking back, not because I'm bitter, but because there's nothing left behind worth remembering. Some betrayals don't break you, they sharpen you. And I am very sharp now. I trusted my wife completely until I caught her with another man. The phone buzzed on the counter, once, then again. I watched it vibrate like a trapped insect, the screen lighting the kitchen in pale pulses. Midnight blue, anonymous number, no name, no context. I didn't pick it up. I never rushed anymore, not since I learned that haste was how you missed things, how you let truths slip past you, smiling. The house was quiet, too quiet, the kind of quiet that listens back. Upstairs, the shower ran. Steam crept down the hall like a slow confession. My wife's voice drifted with the water, humming a tune I didn't recognize, not one she'd ever hummed for me. The phone buzzed again. This time, a message. "You deserve to know." 4 words, no punctuation, clean, surgical. I stood there, breathing evenly, counting the seconds between my heartbeats. I had learned how to do that, how to slow everything down until emotion became information. Another message followed. "Check the hotel on Alder, room 417. Alder Street was 10 minutes away. I knew the place. Corporate, anonymous, the kind of hotel where secrets checked in under false names and left without receipts. The shower shut off. I didn't move. I waited until I heard her footsteps upstairs, until I heard the bedroom door close, until I heard the lock slide. Only then did I pick up the phone. The screen reflected my face, calm, composed, unfamiliar. I smiled, and for the first time that night, I knew something was finally about to make sense. Trust isn't loud, it doesn't announce itself. It settles in quietly, rearranges your life, and convinces you that vigilance is unnecessary, that love is enough, that doubt is a character flaw. I trusted my wife completely. 18 years together had trained me to ignore small inconsistencies. A late meeting, a new password, a smile that arrived half a second too late. Patterns hide best when you explain them away. The first crack came weeks earlier, though I didn't recognize it then. She'd stopped asking questions, stopped checking in, stopped noticing me in the room. Her attention had shifted somewhere else, and I had mistaken that absence for peace. Denial is efficient. It edits memory, rewrites context, tells you that you're tired, paranoid, insecure. It hands you excuses dressed like logic. I replayed moments now, in the cold light of retrospect. Her phone face down, the way she flinched when I hugged her from behind, the scent that wasn't hers clinging to her jacket. I had noticed, I had chosen not to see. The message on my phone didn't introduce betrayal, it confirmed it. It gave shape to a fear I had already named but refused to speak. I didn't confront her, not then. Confrontation is messy. It gives the liar room to improvise. Instead, I asked one question, casually, over dinner, my voice steady. "Busy week ahead?" She nodded, too quickly. "Yeah, work's been intense." She didn't look at me when she said it. I watched her chew, watched her swallow, watched her lie. And in that moment, something inside me recalibrated. The man who loved her stepped back. The man who needed the truth stepped forward. I finished my meal, I cleared the table, and I began to prepare. Investigation isn't dramatic, it's quiet, methodical, boring if you're doing it right. I didn't hire anyone, I didn't hack accounts, I didn't accuse. I observed. I noted times, routes, changes in routine, the way her calendar suddenly filled with vague entries, meeting, off-site, late dinner. I cross-referenced hotel receipts with credit card statements, small charges, cash withdrawals, a pattern forming where none should exist. I installed nothing, planted nothing, I simply paid attention. Externally, I was unchanged, attentive husband, reliable presence. I kissed her goodbye, asked about her day, listened. Internally, I cataloged everything. Every lie has a rhythm. Once you hear it, you can't unhear it. The message sender contacted me again. No demands, no drama, just timestamps, photos taken from a distance, evidence without commentary. I didn't reply. I didn't need to. The final confirmation came when I followed her once, just once, on a night she claimed she'd be working late. I parked across the street from the hotel on Alder. Room 417's light flicked on at 8:43 p.m. She arrived 3 minutes later. I stayed in the car. You don't need to witness the act to understand the betrayal. You only need to know that it happened and that it was chosen. I drove home before she did. I slept. In the morning, I kissed her cheek, told her I loved her, watched her eyes hesitate before she answered. That hesitation was everything. The truth doesn't arrive with noise, it arrives with paperwork. I laid it out on the dining table on a Sunday afternoon. Hotel receipts, photos, dates, times. A timeline so clean it could have been a business proposal. She walked in,